coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60. Let's go. 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ready.
They'll try and run again with Blue. It's a room to maneuver. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Cowboy, 79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Okay, break.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Cowboys, 70,
On play action. They'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. But some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, set. Set. 10 through 11, 10 through 11. Ready, up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Ready. 18 cards. Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
As he throws there, incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
18, Pioneer. 19, 18. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do,
this is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to lead that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Cowboy 80.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Cowboys! CD Lamb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60, Mustang 19. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Check. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check match.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. It's going to be be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Brings up second and 17. At the Saints.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Third and 4. They're going to look to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Past the 60, past the 60.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Donovan Ezeraku. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19, Tiger, 19. Hey, Flash.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's caught by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Under a heavy rush and down their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now back to throw. Now a run. All the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. 18 Roger.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half.
14, Saints 3.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Viking 18. Hurt.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time with a sack. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 18. Pioneer.
He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Blue. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Gravity line. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. Down inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb for 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
First down. A pickup on the play of 54 yards.
fake here on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check. Read alert. Panther 60, 7 Pirates. Trap 60.
They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
79 Bronx. Jeanette. Mustang Knight.
He'll try and do this himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
19 tight. Cut 19. Cut.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 60 by 60. Go.
They go play action here on first down. In the double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
70 Rangers. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
18 Rodgers. 18. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Panthers strict.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside of the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Okay, break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go again with Blue. And he's got Rome. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got it. They were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Hey, check that. Street. Buffalo 18. 19 side.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The Saints on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. That's to his running back, complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Set.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Kevontae Turpin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.